today's deal?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today's a big day. Also, we're nearing day 500, which is a pretty good milestone because we're going to get one of those two signature weapons. And yeah, pretty big milestone coming up. But yeah, today's a big day. Kome patch just dropped, so we're looking at a lot of new content.
Tenno, recently I have been plagued by strange visions of the infestation. They're warnings from Kome herself. I'm sure of it. Krona Meta, come see me in Cetus. Together, we can overcome a terrible fate. Be well.
There we go. There's one. And then a nice little free Caliban for the sake of not having to level it. Or farm it, rather. So, there we go. Very nice. Let me do something real quick. Let me just do that.
The inbox has messages for the operator. Anything about orders in there?
Communications, inbox. Oh. Well, sure. Thanks. 5 fully built formas. Much appreciated, Ordis. Okay. So here we are on the brand new patch. A lot of stuff has been changed, mainly on the companions. Oh, the UI has been changed too. It's a lot cleaner. I like it. Wow. This is really clean. Damn. So, big change. First of all,
Orders reminds the operator to take time
there it is.
for himself.
Loyal Retriever.
Yes, but it
So
also
this
means trouble.
has been taken out of the Smitakavat buff, where instead of relying on the Smitakavat buff to get you a chance to double your drops, it is now a standalone beast mod that you can apply on any beast companion, meaning that you no longer feel required to run the Smitakavat for charm in order to get your boosts and drops while farming. On the other hand, they buffed, I think, the affinity gain component of the charm buff if you do get that trigger, but that has been removed to a standalone mod. And on the other, and on top of that, companions now have weapons, and those weapons get their own mods. So you actually get more slots to actually get like a offensive loadout, I guess, and offensive synergy on your companions without requiring to compromise on your utility or defensive mods. So that is a pretty big change in terms of offensive capabilities, because usually people would just set up companions for utility and defense and kind of ignore the offensive components, which leads us to having a lot of flexibility now, because you can also just run any of those beast companions and use the loot buff as well as the other benefits that they provide. So that gives us a lot of variety. Now, that being said, we're going to have to completely review and reanalyze all the companions, all the variants of Kubros and Kavats, and figure out whatever we're going to prefer running, because there is a lot of stuff. Also, they now have the favorites. So if you go to, not upgrade, but if you go to swap, you can favorite pieces of gear, frames, weapons, all that, and it will show up at the top of the list in priority no matter what you select. So regardless of your choice, you'll always have your favorites on top. So that's actually kind of nice. That being said, what we want to do is go look at the Kome stuff.
Now get out there
And
Cut down the...
yeah.
and make the Lotus proud.
Oh, that's a little bit bigger, I feel. Also, oh neat. You can change all your operator stuff from here. I don't know if it was there before, but now it is. And that's kind of a cleaner look. I like that. Oh, Knights and Neighbors are open. Sweet. Are there any alerts? Nothing really. Oh, it's a little bit cleaner too. The text is kind of more condensed. Just everything's so clean. We do like that. Extractors are ready. Sadly, no organ cells. Let's go and send some more extractors here. And on Deimos as well. And here, yeah. We do need to claim all the Sevagoth stuff. And we have to start our newest prime frame. So we have the second to last prime frame missing in the oven. Whatever we're going to be needing next is just those two. We're going to need, well, not those two, but the neuroptics and chassis for Nidus. So we're going to look at getting those in the near future. Hopefully not too far in the future, because it would be nice to get them sorted out and, you know, get that going. So yeah, let's now go check out the Comey stuff. Is there a standalone quest? Oh, they actually changed it. So main quests are now in their own standalone section. Sweet. Side quests and then Warframe quests. Oh, that's cool. That is a lot cleaner. Yep. So we need to go to Cetus. Yeah, Cetus, and talk to... Oh wow, that is a lot of instances. Talk to Saya in order to start the Comey stuff. So let's go there. Hey there, Lawrence. Good morning. That's an early morning for you today. Caliban is confusing as fuck. Hold on, let me go check it out. All right. What is all that noise? Jesus. Let's go down to Caliban. Right here. Okay, let's take a look at it together, so we can get that sorted. Okay, so allies within affinity range gain up to 50% resistance to the types of damage you're currently taking. So that is kind of a slightly weaker but AoE adaptation, which is really good. So you just passively gain damage resistance to damage as you take it. So that part is pretty straightforward. Razor Gyre. Dash forward in a spinning vortex of death. Struck enemies are inflicted with Tau status effect, making them more vulnerable to all other status effects. Okay. For each enemy hit, recover a portion of the shield of the energy cost, as well as health and shield. Enemies lifted by sentient wrath take increased damage. Okay, so you kind of dash while spinning, and enemies you hit are marked for increased status effect damage, and then you recover energy, health, and shields per enemy hit. Okay, that makes sense. And then enemies lifted by Sentient Wrath, which is your second ability, take more damage. So far, so good. Smash the ground, sending out a rageful wave of destruction. Those not killed by the initial blast are helplessly lifted into the air, where they take amplified damage for a short time. Okay, so technically you kind of want to combo. You press your second ability, and then you spin into them for more damage. So that kind of makes sense, right? Lethal Progeny. Okay, that one's probably going to be the confusing part. Cycle through sentient unit types, then summon them to Caliban's side. Conculists focus on raw melee damage. Ortholists specialize in ranged attacks and inflict Tau status effects. And Summulists summon their own Coralists and provide shield protection for the squad. Okay, so this is basically just you have 3 different little minions you can summon, really. You have like melee minions, range minions, and then summoner minions. So the way the skill works is that if you press it, normally if you press, it will cycle between the types, and if you hold, it will cast. That's how most abilities that have like modes function. So you would like press your ability button to cycle through the different types of summons, and then once you have the one you wanted to summon, you just hold down the button. That's how I understand it at the very least. So you can experiment with whichever you'd like to use the most. Let me see here. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, you can probably like summon a few of each. I'm not sure if like you can only summon one type, or if you can summon like a few of melee, like 1 or 2 melees, a range, and then a summoner. But yeah, I guess it really depends on what you're missing. Yeah, if you need more defense, you get some summoners. You think it's only one type at a time? That would make sense. Then yeah, I guess it's just go with whatever you think you're missing. So if you feel like you need more defense and more shields and shield regen, you just use the Summulists. If you want more damage, you get either the Conculists or the Ortholists. So yeah, that might be the like probably the least impactful ability. And then the 4th ability, converge 3 streams of raw energy into a single point, causing a massive explosion. The streams strip armor and shields, and each enemy struck detonates on stream convergence. Summon Conculists can wield their own mini fusion strikes. Oh, okay, so there you go. So I guess if you summon the melee guys, and then you use that, they will also use their own version of the skill. So it seems pretty straightforward, except for like the summoner part, which I guess you just experiment with. Oh, look at that. And also, these tips here are pretty helpful. Like, when Caliban is at max health, Razor Jar will convert any additional health into shields. If shields are at max, he gains overshield. So you can actually stack up some overshield on yourself if you use your ability at max health. Razor Jar will refund 25% of its energy cost for each enemy hit, up to 100%. Make sure to hit as many enemies as possible while using it. So you can even make this essentially free if you hit 4 enemies with it, making it spammable, which is great. Oh yeah, you can also use Sentient Wrath to lift people into the air and then aim your 4th ability at them. Yes, Dazzy, today is the free Caliban day. For 2 weeks. So you don't have to log in today, but for the next 2 weeks, the first time you log in, you get a free Caliban. Okay. Oh, okay. There's another good, neat little point. So the Ortholists, the ranged summons, have a 100% status chance on their weapons to trigger a Tau status effect, which makes enemies more vulnerable to damage. So that is actually really cool. Summulists and its Coralist summons have a high target prioritization, meaning enemies target them whenever possible. Use this to protect yourself and allies when missions get overwhelming. So there you go. So the summons are kind of like aggro magnets. So if you feel like you're struggling to stay alive, or you're into like a big pack of enemies and you struggle, use the summons. They will draw aggro and keep you safe. Oh, Black Betty Caliban. That's perfect. I love it. I love it. Yeah, today is free Caliban Day, so go and get your Calibans. But this is not what we're here for today, or at least right now. Right now, we are here for Kome. So let's go right ahead and see Saya. Oh, well. Alright.
Pay me in red. I pay you in silver.
I have had such dark dreams. Infested demons.
Also, good morning to you both. It's still quite early for you two.
While they hack goats and crows, I know in my bones this is a fate dream sent by Kome. One who is bold enough to enter a fate dream may change their fate. Visit Kome's shrine, Krona Meta. Save Cetus from what is
Also,
coming.
massive changes to companions today as well. It is pretty impressive how much they've changed and how better the companion diversity is now. Smita is no longer the de facto companion you want to run for everything. Just in case you, I don't know if you guys saw the whole companion changes, but it's pretty big. Now Beast Companions have weapons, where all the offensive mods are slotted instead of being on the companion itself. Wait, what is happening? Why is it tilting? Anyways, so yeah, companions now have offensive slots where all the damage mods are slotted. They have a pretty good damage buff as well compared to before, because now you can slot the actual damage mods in it and not just try to shove it into the overall mods with like utility and defensives. This is also pretty good. Like the whole hunter set now becomes kind of interesting because of hunter synergy that you can slot on companion weapons. I guess we're just gonna throw everything in here because, you know, we have the capacity and I haven't leveled up any of that. Also, another really cool thing. Hold right click to fuse a mod from the modding screen. This is sick. This is just so nice. Such a good quality of life change. You can just... well... yeah, I guess they're kind of unique weapons. They did say that they kind of gave unique traits or, you know, properties to different companions. So like Smita Claws are kind of crit based more than anything else. If I switch to, let's say, my Chesa Kubro, the Chesa Claws are impact and have an even spread of crit and status. If you switch to, I don't know, the Element Charger, he has innate Toxin and Slash with a pretty high status chance. So you kind of customize your companions to whatever their innate traits are. So every companion has its own thing. Like here we have the Sahasa that has impact and a high crit multi. So yeah, every new companion has its own thing. Like Adarza has a very high crit chance, and then Puncture and Slash. So yeah, and the big change is that if you go to Smita, which, I mean, you can go to anyone, but the point is, Charm has been a little bit tweaked. So you no longer have the loot duplicator as part of Charm. They buffed the affinity gain boost from the Charm buff if you had the previous like loot and affinity doubler. So the affinity boost buff that you can get from Charm is now better. but they now made a mod called Loyal Retriever, which you can apply to any Beast Companion. And at max rank, you have a 13% chance to double credits and resource pickups all the time. So every single pickup has a 13% chance to be doubled. Permanently. For all beasts. So you no longer have to run Smita all the time when you're farming. You can run something that works better with your build. You don't have to run Smita, so you don't have to run Charm, and then Charm no longer, like, you don't run the risk of getting the Charm crit buff, which can counteract certain synergies, like the Zariman weapons. Like, if you have the Incarnon, let's say Latum, and the Latum has this 50% chance to do 1,000% more damage on non-crits, well, you don't want to crit with the gun. And if you happen to get the Smita crit buff from Charm, well, you're kind of boned, because you lose a lot of your damage. But now you can have the boost to loot without the Charm for crit. So you can use something that doesn't give you a crit buff while still getting that. Oh yeah, this is a huge buff. This means that they understand people like the loot boost companion chance, but they don't want to be forced to run Smita Kavat the whole time. So this is actually really nice. So they made that a standalone mod for every single Beast Companion. That will mean that Beast Companions will need a little bit of a rework, because it is still a 7 cost mod to slot in. So you have to make room in certain places. But yeah. They also reworked a lot of precepts. So all the precept mods, they changed a lot of them. They can actually behave in a very specific way where you actually have some priority target or some AI tweaks that makes it so your companions actually are more impactful in combat. So for instance, this one gives you higher damage and stagger with a chance to knock down. This one gives them a bonus to being attacked while they are in a radius that the Kavat puts down by a Shadow Kavat. So there's a lot. There is a lot that was changed. And also, pretty much all those changes were also applied to Venari. So for people that love Korra, if we go to Korra Prime, every single thing for the companion changes is now also applicable to Venari. So now you can actually put offensive mods on the Venari Claws, which is high crit, high status slash, which is a very solid starting point. So you do end up with a lot more flexibility and a more versatile Korra setup that follows the companion updates. So that's really big. Honestly, that's super nice. You don't have a Smita, so that's super nice. Yeah. Having the loot buff being independent from the companion choice is really cool. And like I said, not having a random chance of getting a crit buff that can brick a weapon build is actually also really cool. Because Smita has so many variants to her buffs that not all of them are equally useful. So that'll be a lot more fun. It means we get to also see more variety in companions, because pretty much everyone was running either a Smita Kavat or certain Sentinels. Oh, speaking of Sentinels, I guess, they also did a pass on Sentinel weapons to buff or add features to existing Sentinel weapons that were underused. So if we go, for instance, let's just grab any one of them. So they buffed a lot of those signature Sentinel weapons. Those that were underperforming, they were added some features or functions. I don't have the list, and I didn't really go through them, but yeah. There is a big companion change and buff across the board as well. So I might actually run the Adarza, because the Adarza has just a steady crit buff from Cat's Eye. So every 20 seconds, you get a 10 seconds buff that increases your crit chance by 60%. It's just a consistent crit buff. And then to that, you can then add Loyal Retriever. And then with Loyal Retriever, well, you have the loot buff from Smitakavat. So that's actually really cool. Let's see what we can take out of here. I guess we can take that out for the time being. And then bring this up to max. This is so cool. This is so nice, not having to go through like mods, and then to the list, and then fuse, and then back. This is just so nice. Just click, boost. Alright, so that's about it for the important changes that I noticed. The rest is the new content.
See what has been and what will be, and they do not share their knowledge. But the likes of you and I, we may wish to steal a glimpse of our fate, to change it even. This is the shrine.
That was a lot of yapping,
Ice Maiden,
but now we're getting into the content.
a long hidden oracle for the ordinary folk.
Okay, so let's see here. Offer Fate Pearls. Okay, so it is the same structure as most recent editions. You have a kind of pity system where you can acquire the components and the blueprints for a currency that I assume you earn during the missions. And then you have... oh yeah! So this is a very early mission. You can get this, you can do this and earn like Kome and all their parts from very low level content, which makes it accessible to even new players. And then for veteran players who are in more endgame content, they added those unique mods to her weapons, which give them a lot of damage and buffs for the higher end content.
Scoff. For so many years, her shrine was thought
And then this for her primary.
was here, hidden from view, all the time. There is always hope.
So you get an extra effect as well as a ton of flat damage. Yeah, her melee is actually kind of nice.
Whether they wake or sleep, the infested
Right.
demons are there, beneath the waves. I cannot forget that vision. One day they will rise. It is good to master your fate, but practice patience. Mind the heat. Boil too long.
Okay, and then
Welcome here,
So-
Sura.
how do you get a new Warframe? That is what I'm currently looking at. So you go to Cetus. So if you go to the oh well, I guess I don't have it here, but you would go to the navigation on your orbiter, and then go to Cetus on Earth, and then you have to go talk to Saya, which is with Kanzu. So you come here, and you'll have an option saying Saya's vision or something like that. So you'll have a little quest line, little dialogue, and then they will send you to the Kome altar. And from here, I presume you click on Saya's vision.
Ah, welcome back.
It might be a little a little congested. There seems to be a lot of people. So I'll head back to my orbiter and try again. Let's go to Earth. Oh, there you go, Saya's Vision. So once you unlock it, I guess it adds a standalone node here. So you go here and you do that node. So let's see what the mode is like. Ah, there it is. Okay, so
it angers the demons in the water.
Hurry inside, child. Doga. The Tenno will cut
So,
the infested and deliver our offering.
let's see how it is.
All
Collect
Vision
offerings.
begins the same. Kanung, here they come. Present the offering to the shrine. Quickly.
I'm eager to free you squirming
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
from your web. Come on! Open the gates!
Hey, Vix. Nice to see you again. This isn't what you thought it was at all? What did you expect?
Now flows within you. The drain cannot end us. How can we prepare the offerings?
Saw space and thought No Man's Sky? Ah, yeah. No, this is Warframe, which is my kinda more familiar game. Yeah. This is where most of my stuff started, except for the fact that a lot of people discovered me through Wayfinder. Okay, so you're familiar with Warframe then? You guys started moving the movement, and this is amazing. Yes, absolutely. And moving back and forth from this to Wayfinder, I keep trying to bullet jump and do like the whole parkouring in Wayfinder as well, which is hilarious. Okay, so game mode is pretty straightforward. Yeah, exactly, Lawrence. Basically, you just protect the blessings until they're ready and deliver them to the altars. Exactly. So you have to go into these red circles and clear them out until they turn blue. While they're blue, the timer goes down, and when the timer is ready, you get a new offering to go deliver. That's right, you were playing Wayfinder. You've been watching so much No Man's Sky. You know, I was actually looking for games to play during downtime. Today we got a pretty big Warframe patch, which gives me something to do, but in the near future, I might be looking for games to play to take a break a little bit of the Warframe grinding. So I might boot up some No Man's Sky or something like that. Are we gonna flip with Throne and Wayfinder? Actually, oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, you were the one saying you might look at Throne and Liberty, but I did actually try it last night, and I wasn't too convinced. It just seemed to me like it was kind of a Korean New World, which I don't say that in a bad way because I played tons of Korean MMOs, but it just didn't grab me. It's pretty, but gameplay-wise, I didn't really feel invested yet. This game looks like it'd be easy with high CC frames. Yeah, or like large coverage of AoE. I might try it again with Saren.
Even in dreams, we must endure your ramblings. You fight well, Tenno. The dream is all us.
You're sorry you may have... No, don't be sorry. Stop with that whole sorry thing. Don't be... I'm the Canadian. I should be sorry. No, I did not play the beta for Throne and Liberty. I tried it out yesterday once it became free to play. I did not invest time or money in the game because I wasn't too sure initially when I first saw the gameplay of it. So I kind of held off and... Oh, okay. So he plays more like a Souls-like than MMOs, which you love. Yeah. See, The one thing I didn't really like about it is that you kind of just walk up to an enemy and then you start auto-attacking the same way as any other MMO and you use your skills. It kind of presents itself as being like having an action targeting in combat, but yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't given up on it.
These Armstrongs are stupid.
Not to give you the sales pitch. No, I'm all for being like shown the parts I might have missed or like the good stuff I might not know about. So don't worry. I'm all for learning more about a game.
Save us again
Um,
this day, Tenno.
But yeah, I don't know.
Thanks
I
to
just
the Unum that she brought you to our
the action
shore.
target is a big part as well as the real-time dodge. Yeah, see, the thing that I didn't really enjoy about the action combat part of it is that you do have like real-time aim with your mouse, but then you just click to... Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to go kill that lich. She just stole some pearls. That is rude. But I did get a handle blueprint for a weapon, so that's good. Yeah, what I didn't like is that you aim, and then you aim towards a target, and then you click to kind of lock on the target, and then it becomes like a tab target MMO, really. That's how I felt about it. Because you just activate your auto attack, and then you do have the like timed dodge or block or parry, which that felt kind of nice. But the rest was kind of, you know, felt a bit generic. But I was like level 10 at most. I didn't really play too much. But like I've played a ton of Korean MMOs. I've played Terra Online. I've played Blade and Soul. I've played a ton of Lost Ark. Usually an MMO was like, oh, you were standing there when it was cast, so you got hit even though you moved, type deal, but you're completing 7% valid because that's what it is with your mobiles. Yeah, like I also played a ton of Final Fantasy 14. So thanks, you know the genre and have burned it. I've played a lot of MMOs. I've played several hours of WoW. I've played several hours of Final Fantasy 14. And 14 is a pretty big offender in the sense of if you were in the radius when the radius went off, you were hit no matter where your character model is at the time of the effect. So that is a pretty big offender in that regard. And I'm used to you gotta get out before it actually goes off so you don't get hit. Best viewers? No, the best viewers are in my channel. Get the fuck out of here. You're really big into SWTOR and that is... Oh yeah, I did play a lot of that when it released. I'm really pissed at what it did with the free-to-play version of it, but the initial launch of SWTOR was amazing. I love I mean, if you couldn't tell, I do love Star Wars. So I was a pretty big fan of the game when it first released, and had a ton of fun. The whole like make your own story, the whole stuff. I was huge into it. It was really fun. But yeah, the current state is just sad. It's like an online single player game now. It lost pretty much all MMO aspects or MMO draw. So I guess I am kind of burnt out on the MMO genre in general. Like I've spent more than 2,000 hours playing Lost Ark, which is a bit sad now that I think about it. Alright, let me stop yapping for a little bit and actually do something. Let's grab that. Let's try it out in... Oh, wait. You tried to go into the dream and it kicked you from the game? Sorry. Yeah, the Cetus instances seems to be struggling, but once you do that, you should be able to come out to your ship, and from the ship, hit the Saya's Vision node and do the actual mission. Oh. Well, it's probably just because the servers are overloaded or something, because, yeah, it's... Yeah, I'm just guessing that there's a ton of people. It is super active right now. There's people everywhere. It's pretty massive. So why can't I do the Steel Path version of it? Guess I'll go to Cetus. They're all busy. Oh, there's a calm one. Let's go to the calm one. But yeah, So about Throne and Liberty, the other thing that kind of worries me is that I heard that a lot of the endgame is PvP oriented, and free-to-play MMOs and PvP tend to go into the pay-to-win angle, which I'm not a big fan of. But yeah, it does have some cool things, like the movement with like the morphs and the grappling hooks and all that is really cool. Like being able to glide as a bird and run around as an animal and swim like an otter or a fish. Like that part is all really cool. Yeah, the pay to win for MMOs, like even a game like Lost Ark. Lost Ark was mostly PvE. The main draw for Lost Ark was the raids, and even that got to a point where people wouldn't pick you up to do the raids if you weren't like as geared as they were, and people that were super geared were the ones that would just be spending a ton on getting materials and upgraded. Do you do survival crafts? It depends. It depends on the game. I don't mind them, but I like when there is kind of like a progression or RPG element to them, in a way. You're picky? Yeah, I mean, I tend to be very picky in that genre as well. I don't do a lot of survival crafts. One of the recent ones that I did really enjoy was shit, I forgot what it's called. Enshrouded, actually. Enshrouded, I did play the early access version, and I had a great time. Yeah, the Ark games just don't do it for me. Enshrouded's great. The only thing is that I want to wait until it's out of early access and like full release to actually fully experience it. I've played a good deal of hours. Let me check real quick. Enshrouded. I played 25 hours of Enshrouded, and the 25 hours I've played of it were amazing. The game has really cool systems. The building in it is amazing. But yeah, I want to wait until like the full map is there, the full content is there, like maybe more classes, more weapon types. So it has like all the elements I love about a survival game, because it has like leveling up, classes, customization, character builds, a good combat, and a lot of exploration. So I love that part. That part I'm sold. I just want there to be more content. Yeah, combat was maybe a bit skewed towards certain classes or certain weapons. I did feel a bit underpowered playing kind of a frontline sword and shield character, but it was so good fun.
What shall be my fate?
Yeah, so I guess we're just.
Shrine is always open to you.
Well, you know, I'm gonna just go back to the ship. They added bards. Oh, that's sick, actually. And like, I love the bard dynamic in games, from like Baldur's Gate to Enshrouded, or my favorite version of a bard is Hunting Horn in Monster Hunter. That has to be like the best interpretation of a bard in a game, to me. Because you just bash monsters with a big instrument that looks like a club, and then play music with it to give people buffs or do damage. And it's so great. Damn it. So Steel Path is kind of locked out. Well, I guess we're just gonna go do it on normal. There's a little bard in everyone. Yeah, like everyone has a little bit of creativity and yeah, helping your friends and holding the aux cord. I love that. I love everything about that. This is so great. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Monster Hunter, Hunting Horn is just an absolute riot. It's like a massive bagpipe hammer that you play notes while attacking. So like certain swings have certain notes tied to them, and then with certain note combinations you play songs, and those songs give buffs. And oh, you play a bit of World? Yeah, it's such a fun weapon. It's hilarious. I love it. Oh, I'm on the wrong build. The bug staff thing? Oh yeah, the insect glaive. Yeah, the insect glaive is really flashy and cool looking if you like movement and flying around, and all that stuff. My only complaint about the insect glaive is that you have to be accurate into sending your bug to extract the buffs from the monster, because you have to hit like certain specific areas in order for the bug to extract the right buff color, but that's the only thing I didn't really like much about it, but everything else was just super cool. Like the movement, the spinning, the flying, the combos with it are super cool. It's a really cool weapon in general. Yeah, the insect glaive in World was great. You can't even type, so you know how you struggled? Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing a new Monster Hunter World playthrough in preparation for Monster Hunter Wilds this February. And then maybe experimenting with weapons I haven't played much. And Insect Glaive was one of them, because... Oh, they removed the aerial play of it in Rise and Wilds? Really? In Wilds as well? Oh, that's a shame. That was like half the fun of the Insect Glaive. I mean, I'm an Unga Bunga Greatsword main, so don't even ask me to do anything fancy. I just hit stuff really hard. Or you can't maintain aerial. I mean, in World you needed just a lot of stamina and stamina regen to get that, but I guess for a balance standpoint it can make sense. But yeah, I'm Unga Bunga. I hit stuff hard, or I use Gun Lance because explosions are cool. And speaking of, Gun Lance in Monster Hunter Wilds looks absolutely amazing. It looks nuts how big the explosion radius is. What did I play in Baldur's Gate? So I have like a dozen different saves in Baldur's Gate. The one I actually completed the main story with, I played a fighter because I told myself, yeah, yeah, I have like a dozen saves, but only one of them has finished the game yet. I tried like, no, actually, Great Weapon Fighting. So I was a pure, so like you only beat it once? Yeah. I experimented with a lot of different classes, different follower combos, all that stuff, but I've only beaten the whole story of the game once. And I was thinking about doing honor mode runs on stream, but it's a very daunting thing to stream. It's super intense and takes a lot of brain power to actually do the whole legendary fights and whatnot. But yeah, I played a two-handed, I think it was champion, so just the most straightforward fighter possible. Just go and hit stuff. It's actually hilarious how just straightforward my character was. Just hit stuff very hard with a greatsword. You always make the same dude, you try but you can't help yourself. I mean, I've tried several different things. One of my absolute favorite builds to play was Tavern Brawler Monk. That was just absolutely insane. Yeah. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Speaking of broke, yeah, Tavern Brawler Monk is just so stupid. You hit so goddamn hard. You just punch people insanely hard, unarmed. It's a blast. Yeah, well, the Ung Easter egg, I don't know. I saw a hold on, Avatar Easter egg with the guy and his cabbages in Baldur's Gate. Oh yeah, the cabbage vendor. Yeah, I did see him. Yeah, that made me laugh. It was great. Looks like you need Fate Pearls to build the Kome pieces too, so just keep that in mind if you need extras. Yeah. you need the pearls to build and also to buy the component if you get unlucky and don't drop the proper parts. Oh no, don't. You're all good. I love an active chat, so if yeah, I mean I am. I just yap. So if there's someone that can match my yap and keep the chat active, I'll be all about it. So don't be sorry. Like I said, I'm the Canadian here. You don't apologize. I'm the one being sorry for everything. Yes, I think I would have to get a sorry or an apology bot. And every time someone says sorry, it adds one to the count. That's perfect. I like that. Keep those ideas coming. I'm just taking it all in.
The die has been cast afresh. Shola.
Yeah, yeah. Just if you apologize, you gotta get hit by the bot. It's like, no, don't apologize. Hell, you get timed out for a minute if you apologize. Never be sorry for being yourself. That's what it is, really. Okay, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna get rid of that lich because she keeps stealing my pearls, and she's being rude about it. So wait, nope, not that one. Wait, no, wait. Before I mess it up, do I have? Okay, I do have mods set up. Okay. And also, she wants a pearl necklace. Well, I want my frame and my weapons, so I'm gonna go get those pearls back. Yeah, I did mention it yesterday when people were in my chat, but you weren't around, Vix. But I'm also really open to game suggestions if people have, you know, games they're really passionate about and that they would like to see me play or experience. I'm always open to suggestions. My whole point is to try to provide content that makes people entertained. So if there's ever anything, or even in a game I actively play, if there's something you'd like to see within the game, I'm also open to that. I don't like... This looks like it deserves a second chance. I mean, I already did that to Lawrence. I caused them to get into the game again. Well, it is, but it is not at the same time. So there is RNG to farming, for sure. There is RNG to the stuff like relics or primes, but you can also just farm anything, get whatever you get from it, trade it to players for in-game currency, and then trade for whatever you're actually after. So like, even if you get bad luck, the stuff you get always have some value to an extent. So you can take that and trade it to someone for platinum and use that platinum to buy whatever you're after. So it is RNG, but yeah, First Descendant, I tried. It felt like, yeah, as you said, the Korean stepchild of Destiny and Warframe together, but it felt really soulless to me. Like, it was, again, a case of a very pretty game, as Koreans tend to do, but it felt really just, yeah, soulless. It didn't have the charm and the aesthetics, or even the art direction that Warframe has. Warframe is super unique in its design and its aesthetic, but First Descendant, like most Korean games, and I don't say that in a mean way. Like, I don't say that in a mean way, but Korean games are just, everything is pretty. Even like the ugliest guy you can try to make, it's just, everything is just pretty. And it doesn't bother me, it's just, it's an aesthetic that's just done by every single one of them, it feels like. Like yesterday, I made a character in Throne in Liberty. There was like this huge mutton chops beard with like a hole here that made me think of Captain Price from the original Call of Duties, like in COD 4. And I tried to make a character that looked a bit like him just because I thought it was funny to have that big ass beard. And yeah, I couldn't make him look old. I cranked like the wrinkles, like the face wrinkles and like all that's up to the max. And I just couldn't. He just looked like a young bearded guy, like a 20-year-old with a fashionable haircut and a big beard. He couldn't look old.
Now, give me that.
So I was like, why can't I make you did look so much like you, except cuter? Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, even you even said you wish you were dead, dude. IRL. I'm sure you're selling yourself short. I'm sure you're selling yourself short. But yeah, that's the thing I didn't really enjoy. Like, even I played, like I said, a ton of Lost Ark, and Lost Ark had the same issue where no matter what you were doing, every character looked like it was out of a runway and like top models and just like perfect smooth skin and like super youthful looks and all the trendy haircuts. You can make anyone like actually no, that's not true. I knew one person that made genuinely truly ugly characters in Lost Ark, but that was just like a challenge they gave to themselves. And that's like FromSoft, they're all monsters. Yeah, FromSoft is also kind of the opposite direction. They do have some pretty characters, but you can make some really nasty looking shit, and it's great. So I really don't say that in a mean way. It's just, it feels like if you've played one Korean game, you've kind of seen the art style for all of them.
Here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point.
Not everyone is scary in FromSoft games. At the very least, like Elden Ring. Elden Ring has some pretty looking characters. They're not all scary. Like certain NPCs in well, the player-made characters, I could agree, but they have some really pretty cool-looking NPCs in Elden Ring. Well, no, okay. Obviously, the bosses are a different thing. Like, yeah, he's gross. Like, no question about that. Like, wait, Godric. Godric is gross, yes. But like, look at Melina or Nephili, or even like Melania. Like, they're pretty characters. Oh, you just made the characters you can make it first. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, gotcha. But yeah, the whole, the whole Korean aesthetic it's just, yeah, it feels like every single game that comes out of here or comes out of there is just samey and doesn't have any visual identity. Like, the mechanics of First Descendant are pretty much lifted from Warframe with some like Destiny weapon farming on a like super super sexualized overtone. And also their namings are just so weird. Like, there's this one alien boss called Greg. Like, huh? Yeah, the names! Like, there's a Greg, and then there's a playable character named, like, Kyle? Like... And like and they have like their ultimate versions, and then you have like Ultimate Kyle or something like that. It's hilarious.
No, I have not read them.
Perfect. Okay. Just add a reaction here. All right, perfect. A freaking Siegfried. I mean, Siegfried's a dope ass name though. Like, Siegfried is a dope-ass name. I'm not at all biased because I played Siegfried in Soul Calibur, but I think Siegfried's a cool name. Oh, fair. Yeah. Context matters a lot, so yeah, if they do use it in, like, a stupid way, I do agree that it will require it to mean something and have a cool character tied to it. Oh shit. I didn't even notice ads are rolling, but... well, subs, you don't get to see ads. So,
want to poison the mighty forests of Earth to make more room for themselves. You are here to stop them. Find the toxin mixer.
So we're gonna hang out here and chat until the ads are over, so non-subs actually don't miss any of that content, because I want to make sure that everyone can enjoy the content as equally as possible, sub or not. That means we are free to yap for 3 minutes while the ads are running. Also, yes, I did add some of the default emotes from Twitch until I have my custom emotes done, so you guys have some more stuff to play with. It's not a whole lot. You know, it's just some, like, emotes editor from the Twitch dashboard. But, you know, at least you have some cool stuff to play with. No longer just the default red high emote. I need to think about a sub badge, so you guys have more than, like, the default star. But we're working on stuff. Yes, I do want to do some channel point stuff. I just don't know yet. Lawrence suggested something really good yesterday about redeeming points to, like, get my help in some game. Like, if you want to farm something in Warframe and you're having issues farming it on your own, you could redeem some points, and then I can jump in the party with you and help you get something. Or, you know, farm an Expedition Wayfinder, or just redeem some points to get my help into, or 1v1. Yeah, I mean, 1v1 in a game of your choice that I do own. You know, stuff like that. Something that makes it interactive. I don't want to have it just the... Oh, nice. You got the Amanada blueprint? That's massive. Yeah, getting some full blueprints is a big amount of pearls saved. That is good. Also, yeah, I did move to having ads running during the stream to prevent people that come from the stream come from outside the stream to have ads the moment they enter. So running 3 minutes of ads every hour prevents pre-rolls, making it so new arrivals to the channel don't get hit by ads the moment they tune in. But you guys are subs, so you don't get ads. But for any of the non-subs, or gonna get all this done today so you can just have people carry you. Good choice. Today's gonna be very active. It's gonna be very active for all the new content, so that's a good choice. Just 30 more seconds, and then we'll be out of the ad block, and then we can start actually doing the mission. Just so we don't prevent people from actually enjoying the content. Just 10 more seconds. So ad break is over. We can start moving. Oh, I did play a good bit of No Man's Sky. I mean, I do appreciate the offer, and I'll probably drop in and give you a follow, because I should support you as much as you guys support me. You can really cram a bunch of ads in 3 minutes. I'm sorry, Tazzy. I would love to not run ads, but I feel like having ads pre-rolls is bad for viewer retention. What happens if the ads drop and you are fighting? I mean, I do have a snooze button, so I can delay the ads by a small amount of time, or I can run them manually early. So, like, if the ads are like in 5 minutes, but I want to take a break and get up, use the bathroom, get some water, all that, I can hit the ads early, and it will still prevent the ads from running for new viewers. And to actually finish my answer, I did play No Man's Sky a fair few times. I actually bought No Man's Sky on release years ago. Played it, tried various updates. I just didn't really stick with it, you know? You don't think it's better if you do shorter, more frequency? See, that's the thing. The requirement to disable pre-rolls is 3 minutes per hour, split however you want it. So I could do 1.5 minutes every 30 minutes, I just feel like 3 minutes per hour is the sweet spot, because if I ever need to like get up, refill my bottle of water, use the bathroom, get a snack, I can just actually hit the ads button, hit the BRB screen, and subs and non-subs don't miss anything. You know?
Remove the biocatalyst to render the toxin.
So I can adjust it if I want. I could do 1.5 minutes every 30 minutes, but I feel like that kind of breaks up. 2 minutes per hour is good. Gives you a good amount of exactly. Like standing up, stretching, not being sitting on my chair for that long is also really good. So I feel like 3 minutes every hour is the sweet spot. It's pretty comfy. It gives like. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I am still learning a lot about being an affiliate. So cheap viewers? No, I have some non-cheap viewers who actually support me. I don't care about you. They are being aggressive with the promotion. But yeah. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Here. There you go. I unbanned him. You can ban him again. There you go. I got affiliate about a week ago. I think it was actually a week ago today. So yeah, very recently. This is all very new to me. Thanks, man. That much appreciated. That meant a lot. Like, I started streaming a bit more actively and consistently about 2 weeks ago, and then got a ton of support from the Wayfinder community. A lot of people from Wayfinder showed up and then gave me tons of viewers, tons of follow, and then yeah, like I had about 30 followers from years back when I started streaming for fun and just messed around, got some followers here and there, like stuck around 25-30 followers. Started streaming again, got into Wayfinder. People from Wayfinder directory came in super clutch. I hit the 50 follower milestones about a week ago, and then had the like concurrent viewership and all that. So I got affiliate about a week ago, and now I'm just doing my own thing. And then I have a lot of lovely, dare I say, phenomenal people supporting me and contributing. So yeah, it was actually really fast. I was kind of blown away at the support. But people have been great. People have been super cool. Yeah, that was the joke. That's how Talking Dead guy got where he is. Keep the momentum. That's badass. Yeah, I'm trying. Like, I try to have a schedule that's consistent, so people know where and when to find me. I try to be as steady as possible and just keep it going. I try to be as interactive as I can. I want people to feel like they actually have an impact on the channel. So if there's anything like people want to contribute in terms of ideas or game suggestions or what have you, I'm all ears. Do I change games a lot? Recently, I've been streaming pretty much 3 games. Warframe, Wayfinder, and some Satisfactory on the side for just winding down or, you know, some spaghetti building. But I haven't changed games a whole lot, at least on stream. I do play a lot of different games off stream, but for stream stuff, it's mostly these 3. I might be looking at something different. You have a friend way into Satisfactory right now. It is a game that will consume your entire waking life if you let it. It's so cool, but also so demanding in terms of brain capacity, because it's basically all math and puzzle. So it's just logistics, maths, puzzling. Oh, it's overwhelming at times, but it's also really cool when you actually make something function. You lose yourself, the magic has you. It's crazy. Like, I can only do it in certain amount in like certain bursts. It is pretty consuming because there's just so much going for it. You have to try and bring out all the logistics of transporting materials, getting the stuff in, getting the production line, the numbers spread out evenly, the whole thing. It's super deep, but it's a satisfying game when you get it going. But it's definitely not for everyone. I do get that. Also, I think it's not the most exciting game to watch because there's not a lot that happens. You decided to take a break from streaming today and tomorrow for mental health reasons? That's perfect. Like, knowing your limits is very important. Knowing when you're not feeling like streaming is perfect. And then you can spoopify your assets for... Oh, I mean, yeah, it is Spooktober, so you do definitely want to have your spoopy stuff. It's a weird middle crowd where watching it is relaxing, I bet, but some people would go nuts. Yeah, you know, like, I've seen some really, really large streamers play Satisfactory and kind of take ideas from their chat and bounce ideas back and forth, like their chat for like logistics and architecture and like how to build stuff, how to organize it. So there is a potential for interaction, but I feel like, to me, it's a more chill game. I kind of like playing it more off stream than on stream because of how that kind of goes together. Sounds like a headache. I mean, yeah, those people, I guess, have their chat interaction down to a science, and they know how to. As far as to play, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's a cool game to play in co-op. Like, you can actually play it co-op in a session where everyone works on like the same major goals and factories. I've seen people play it on stream in co-op where one person would be in charge of like managing all the power. So they would create like power stations and, you know, a bunch of generators and, you know, handle all that, and then someone handled the like train logistics. So they would be in charge of the resource transport, and they would build like railroads and transport all the stuff from one point of the map to the other. So dispatching stuff like that is really cool. Bouncing off of chat on how to actually build your factory, that can be a bit overwhelming, and I get that, yeah. Seeing spaghetti grow is fun? Yeah, I love playing Satisfactory. I love making some spaghetti and some funky-looking factories. It's just, I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of downtime and a lot of me just sitting there thinking about how to make stuff happen, and that's not the most exciting stream content. It's a fun game to have in the background if you're like just chatting with chat and having a lot of interactions and not really putting a lot of focus on the gameplay itself. I think it's better for that part of the game, or the stream. Factorio? Yeah, Factorio is a bit of the same thing. It's just in top-down view in 2D, but yeah, it's the same exact thing. It is just... Yeah, Factorio was there first, I guess, and Satisfactory came in as a first-person 3D game. It is more or less the same thing. Just Tavern Keeper? I'm not sure. Hold on, I'll look into it right after this mission. The name seems familiar, but I'm not 100% sure. Is it the game from the guys that made Game Dev Simulator? Oh, yeah. Thanks for the link. I will confirm that in a sec. Oh, wait. Shit. I need to beat that lich. They did make that? Okay, so yeah, I do know which one it is. Yeah, I'm actually pretty interested in it. I thought Game Dev Sim was actually really fun.
You are running out of time.
Where is the lich? Oh, shit. Okay, well. Shit. I am about to be late at rescuing the hostage. I need to expedite that. Okay, good. Saved it. Yeah, Tavern Keeper looks really fun. I do like some more chill management games. I did play Manor Lords in early access a few months back, and it's in kind of the same situation as Uncharted, where I think the game has a